I went ahead and picked up another $1,000 worth of $1 bills in hopes of finding some fancy or cool serial numbers, some rare star notes, or some better dates. Hey everyone, it's Rob Finds Treasure and welcome back to my channel. I went ahead and picked up 10 bank straps of 100 $1 bills each. So there's 1,000 notes here. I actually asked for a Federal Reserve break. They didn't have one. Now, they did say they didn't even have 1,000 unless I wanted new bills. And I asked how many new bill straps they had because you never know if you can get lucky on serial numbers. And they said they only had 2, so I took them. Unfortunately, when I did a quick check of the serial numbers, unless there's a hidden star note or 2 in these, shouldn't be anything fancy, but I wanted to include it. We'll check them at the end. That being said, you guys know what I'm looking for, but if you're new to the channel, I do have all of the bill information for cool serial numbers, rare star notes, star note lookups, web notes, 2013 B duplicated star notes. All of that stuff is listed down below in the video description if you want to check it out. In the meantime, because I have 10 straps, or at least 8 straps to hunt, we're going to go through them one by one off camera, unless I come across something really fancy. And then I'll bring you guys in at the end of every strap for a strap wrap-up. I'll show you what I found and any close calls to give you a little more insight. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Strap 1, fingers crossed, we get some goodies today. We have finished that first strap. It was pretty much a bust. We did get an older note, a 1995, and you do want to check your series 1988A, 1993, and 1995 for what's known as a web note. I have information about web notes down below, but basically in a nutshell, if this printing plate number is below 1 instead of next to In God We Trust, it's a regular bill and not a web note. Web notes do fetch decent money. Unfortunately, this one's not one, and even if it was, in this condition, it would be pretty rough. But we always like to check them just in case. 1 strap down, no fines on the board. Strap 2's coming up next. Well, strap 2 is also a bust. We did have 1 note that was decent. It is a slight miscut note, but typically in order to qualify as a real miscut, you almost want no white edges on either one of the 4 edges on this bill. And because there is some, it's not miscut enough. We'll put it back. We're striking out. We're 0 for 2. Hopefully I don't have someone's discards. Let's check out strap number 3 and see if our luck changes. Strap 3 is actually a pretty good strap. It got us on the board with star notes finally. We got 2 in that strap. And as you know, we'll be checking all the star notes at the end to see if we have any low print runs or low total printed to see if we have any rare ones. We had an almost repeater, 4005, 4095. Needed that 9 to be a 0 or the other first 0 to be a 9. But almost a repeater, just a close call. And then, surprisingly, I don't find a lot of 1995 bills, but now we have found 3 in the first 3 straps. Unfortunately, when I took a peek at the front and the back, the printing plate numbers are down below, so they're not web notes. Man, could have been a great strap. Wasn't bad. We're on the board of star notes. Let's see if we stay hot with strap number 4. Strap number 4 is another good one. 3 more star notes, 2 from 2017 Series A and 1 from 2013. Unfortunately, it's an L series, not the B series. Either way, that's 3 more star notes to put to the star note side. And again, we'll be checking those at the end. 4 straps down. Let's move on to strap 5 now. Strap 5 marks the halfway point of the hunt. Of course, 2 we might not get anything out of. That being said, it was another good star note strap. 3 more star notes. We have a total now of 8 star notes through 5 straps. And I usually only average 1 per strap. Like I said, though, might not have any in the last 2. So we got to get to 10 by strap number 8. Either way, no fancy or cool serial numbers yet, no web notes, no printing errors, nothing like that, but we're not doing too bad. All right, let's move on to strap number 6 and see how we do in this one. We were due for a cold strap. Strap 6 did not disappoint in being cold. We did almost have another repeater, 3302 and 3102. Needed that one to be a 3. That's it. Still stuck at 8 star notes. Still no fancy serial numbers. Strap number 7 coming up next. Strap number 7 certainly did not disappoint us. It gave us 3 star notes, including 2 2013 B series within the duplicated print run range. So definitely want to take a look at those, see if they're rare, and more importantly, see if anyone in the spreadsheet that I'll be putting them into has the matching set. These are from the Washington, D.C. facility. You can tell by the initial here, G, and I, it would have FW if it was a Fort Worth note. So that's good. I don't see a lot of Washington, D.C. notes in my area. We had another almost radar. Man, the closest one yet, 38.55, 36.55. Just an almoster, no value. And then just an honorable mention, the oldest bill so far of the hunt, a 1985. Not in bad shape either, but not old enough to fetch any additional value. That is 11 star notes now in total, 2 from the 2013 B series, 1 more strap left other than the new ones, and I'll comb through those after this one, but I'll be back with a wrap up in just a second. Strap number 8 was a strikeout strap. We had a couple of close calls again, almost another repeater, 9440, 9040. Man, we just needed another 4 in there. And then we did find a 1988 A series note. Of course, it's not a web note again, it's in rough shape too, but another could have been, but wasn't. Now that we've finished all of the circulated straps, let me run through the uncirculated straps to see if there's a hidden star note in here, or just in case there's another bill inserted, but I can tell by the serial number ranges, probably nothing fancy, but maybe, like I said, a star note. I'm going to look at them both together, and I'll be back with a 2-strap wrap-up on the new ones in just a second. Went ahead and checked both straps. All the numbers are in alignment. There is no star notes inserted. There is no printing errors, no miscuts, nothing fancy at all in these two. Kind of as expected. I do like getting new bills though. I always ask for them if I can get them for 2 reasons. One, if you have a good serial number on top, you might have a bunch of fancy ones within it, or you might have a fancy number, just 1 or 2 in it as well. Plus, sometimes they carry star notes like I've mentioned. Nothing good about those 2. Still had to go through them. We do have 11 star notes to go ahead and plug into the star note lookup site, which I have listed down below, to see if we have any rare ones. If we don't have any rare ones, I'll also plug my B series ones into the B series spreadsheet, and I'll let you know if somebody might have a match. Let me do that now. I'll be back in just a second once I've done that. I went ahead and plugged all the star notes into the star note lookup site. All of these are common except for this one. This 2017 Series A falls within the print run that was only 250,000 printed. So that's a pretty good note. It's right about halfway up the rarity scale. Probably worth $5 or $10 at the most. It is a little bit uneven, but it's definitely not heavily circulated, so not a bad bill. The rest of these bills are probably $2 to $3 a piece, other than the B series 2013 notes, because these do fetch more in any grade because people are trying to find the duplicated ones. Now, I went ahead and plugged them into the submission form, as well as looked on the spreadsheet of the current ones updated within a few days ago. And unfortunately, no one has the sister or brother bills to these, but that's why we plug them in the spreadsheet, because you never know if someone comes across one and plugs it in. On my last bill hunt, many of you asked about the submission form and the spreadsheet. I'll also include those links down below if you want to submit your B Series 2013 star notes. Make sure you follow the directions, or if you want to check any ones that you currently have against those that have been listed within the database. I know it wasn't any great finds as far as cool serial numbers. We're striking out on cool serial numbers lately, but anytime you can get 11 star notes out of technically 8 straps, that's a good hunt, because I only get about 1 for every strap at the best, and we didn't even hunt 2. If you guys enjoyed this $1,001 bill search with me today, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.